Every single day I would bring her milk, but I would spit in it. So
that is the most disgusting. What's up, guys? Wait, hold your mic properly, or else I'm gonna take it away. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Runit Podcast, episode 2. We've got David Jono. We've got Hagen Ramja.
Yes, sir. Today we're gonna be doing a podcast. It's gonna be very pointless because Tate doesn't know how to focus.
Sorry, I'm really sunburnt, so it's taking all of my energy.
Yeah, that's how we have to start. I remember now.
Yeah, we're red.
We're sunburnt. Disclaimer. You can still get sunburnt through a barrel. I learned that today.
Wait, what'd you learn today?
That you can still get sunburnt through a barrel. Because the water goes through.
It actually magnifies, I think, to some extent.
That's why I'm more sunburned than him, because I was in more. But it's okay. We're gonna dive right into this podcast, and Tate's gonna interview me.
Real deep. We'll get real deep.
Real deep.
So, let's start at the beginning of his life. All right. So, David, where did you start your life?
I was born in Colorado.
Colorado. Okay.
And then I lived there for 9 years. This is my life. I'm just gonna tell my life story in 3 minutes.
Home Depot, more like Home Deep Go.
So I grew up in Colorado for like 9 years. I was the weird kid in elementary school that had the rash on his lips and didn't do any work. And then I moved to California and I got bullied into being semi-normal. Bullying works depending on who's getting bullied. Shout out to Pierce. He shaped me up into a normal human being instead of being a weirdo. But then I moved to Hawaii and Caleb Bain turned me back to how I was before, and I'm weird again.
However, you're pretty popular for being weird.
Yes, I have 200 Instagram followers, and I'm only following 270. So
not Instagram popular, because that I don't consider that popular, because anybody can get Instagram followers. I'm talking real life, not tech savvy like these non-boomers we call it.
Yes.
Tech savvy.
I know. Like
I saw at least 12 people.
10 to 20 people for sure.
To 20?
In between that number, like 10, 20.
I was like 10 to 20. That's not a number. Is that?
No, that's actually.
That's 1,000.
That's
28.
220. 10 to 20.
10. No, that'd be 10,220.
That's exactly what I just said.
Oh, something like that. Okay. We don't do math. We do math.
So, anyways, Tate, back to the interview. I heard that you are going to GCU.
Where's that?
The Grand Canyon. The university. The Grand Canyon University.
All right, moving on.
Nothing to say.
Hagen, I think you have nothing to say because
this is bad. Nobody wants to watch this. Don't worry, don't leave if you're still here, because it's gonna get juicy.
All right, so David, what would be the most evil thing you have done in your life? Name it.
Well, see, at my old neighborhood, this is before I was a Christian. Four. And there was this autistic kid named David, but it wasn't me. It was another David. And
I know an autistic kid named David.
He would always come up onto our street and he would like pee on our houses and our doorsteps. And me and my friends like beat him up and put dog crap in his mouth.
Okay, wait, you're gonna say that one more time because I think people need to hear that again.
There was this autistic. Me and my friends took an autistic kid, beat him up, got dog crap mixed with water, and like poured it on him, and it got all in his mouth.
That is pretty bad. That's more evil than the evil.
But we're friends. We're friends with him now, so it's okay. And he peed on my doorstep and took a dump on my neighbors.
That's pretty crazy. Like, you guys beat him up,
and I swear to God, that kid sold drugs. I'm not kidding. Like he had like a normal thought process,
but autistic.
He was like young, like he was 18, but he had like the mindset of like a 12-year-old. Like that's how.
Does that mean that I'm autistic?
I think I was 11 or 12 at the time.
Does that mean I'm autistic?
18-year-old doesn't 11-year-old?
Yo, Nick, my brother fought him too.
Oh, I seen that video.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we need to insert clip.
Okay, I'll try and find it.
Nick did have Fury, but it wasn't Nick Fury.
Yeah, and then he broke his hand.
Nick
my
broke his
brother.
hand
Yeah,
in
while
the
fighting
fight.
the autistic kid.
Yep.
Dang.
He was fighting the autistic kid. And yeah, a lot of crazy stuff happened at that neighborhood. And I guarantee that kid sold drugs soon. Shout out to retarded. We used to call him retarded David. That was his name.
Yeah, the R word is not a good word. It's pretty retarded when people use it. So
Why are Tate's arches so
what is
flat?
probably- okay. This you're not gonna look narcissistic. I'm not gonna make you look really narcissistic in the edit. I'll make you look like a good person. Okay, not like you're trying to act like you're good. But what is the best thing you have done in your life? Like the kindest thing for somebody?
Well, you see, I was out at an undisclosed location, and I was surfing with my friend Tate, and we'd been out for like 16 hours in the lineup, and he hadn't caught a single wave yet because I was on them all, and I actually didn't catch a wave, and I let him get one of the set waves. Probably the kindest thing I've ever done. I don't think he deserved it though. He blew it. I don't even think he made the drop.
All right, so I am gonna make you sound very narcissistic in this edit. So, one thing I have found out about David is he does have an addiction to caffeine. It's something we're gonna have to
Whoa.
help him get rid of.
I don't know. You see, that's why people say I have an addiction to caffeine, but it's like I'm not like addicted to it. I'm not addicted to it. I just
Yeah,
like
see, that's
it.
what every addicted person
I
says.
could stop drinking if I wanted to, but that would mean that I wouldn't feel as good. So why would I do that?
Yeah, why
it's-
would
it's
somebody
not like-
stop meth?
It's not like I want to.
Yeah, it's not like the person who's taking meth wants to take meth. It's just it makes them feel good. And so
No.
they don't stop.
They,
met some people that
I know people that smoke that don't want to like smoke, but they do it anyway. This is different. I wanna.
I go to school. I don't want to take meth. So David, we're gonna get into your love life.
Okay, that has nothing to do with waves.
You love waves,
Yes,
but David also loves fill in the blank.
woman.
Who's woman?
Woman.
Oh, woman.
EN.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't just like one person. He likes all women,
Yes.
meaning he is.
Mr. Carlos. Hold on. Yo, what is the light turned on?
Does that make me a woman? Because I'm a man. That make you say woo.
Okay, well, nobody's gonna be able to hear what he said because that was 95% laughing. But what he did say is, does that make me a woman? Because I'm a man and I make you say woo, which is wrong. It makes me say, ah.
That is wrong, Jew.
Do not do it.
That is wrong, Jew. Ram Jew is his last name. That's why that joke is funny. It's a pun.
So if you're a Jew, you just be like, "Hey, you're wrong, Jew." If your name is Ram Jew.
Isn't it like
So, diving into David's love life. David? Alright, so let's start from the beginning.
2 words for you. Caleb Beam.
Bam.
Let's start from the beginning first. We're going to start way back. How old are you when you lived in Colorado?
9.
Did you have a life at the age of 9?
No.
Alright, so
Uncle?
he's
Well,
normal.
actually, this is funny. I did. So I liked this one girl named Kendall, and I thought
Kendall?
that.
Dang, imagine.
Kendall and David.
No.
No. This is actually funny.
Imagine if her name was Jenner. And
She was so
you'd be so famous.
No, be
bro.
quiet. Be quiet. Okay, so there was this girl named Kendall, and I liked her, and I thought that people got pregnant by like swallowing other people's spit, and I was like, okay, well if I get her pregnant, then she has to marry me. So every single day I would bring her milk, but I would spit in it. So
That is the most disgusting thing I have heard.
for the whole entire
Zach, why is this not the most evil thing you did? Oh my god.
for the whole I was 9 or I was like I was like 8 and for the whole entire same age for the whole entire school year I used to bring her milk every single day and I would spit in it so she would
That's disgusting.
so she would have to marry me because I thought she was gonna get pregnant with my baby, but it was like an innocent type of thing. It was
Imagine if you knew how people got married. We're sweating and sunburned. That's not a good combo. But so David's love life in California. I've heard you've had a few girlfriends in California. The old California.
Yes. There was one
Name
girl.
them. Name all of them.
No, it was only two, and it was
Okay.
it was an
Name
actual
them.
girlfriend. Kaylee Lopez, Madison McGregor, I think, is her name. And
Is
that's
she
it.
somehow related to a guy named
No,
Connor?
no.
No.
No, it was. I was like 12, and it was like really stupid. It wasn't like, you know what I mean.
That's a fact. Moving on to Hawaii. I see your blood rushing. The anxiety building up in your nose. How is your love life in Hawaii? For all the girls watching this, I know there's probably about two of you guys.
No,
I'm cutting this
because,
out.
well, I'll say one was before I was a Christian. So you know what I mean. I was just it's all these relationships were before I was a Christian. But ever since I've been saved, I've never got a girlfriend because I'm not trying to get a girlfriend. That's not my focus in life. But the first one was super pointless.
Explain.
I mean, like my
Explain.
first girlfriend here, like I was just bored with my life, so I decided to get a girlfriend.
I think that's how it always goes down.
But like I didn't actually like want a girlfriend. Moving on.
No, we're not moving on.
To the
We're staying on this unknown girlfriend. Say the name.
Oval.
Bro, you say girlfriend like my
Oval.
Bob the tomato.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he's like girl.
Dang, I'm a dad. Okay, moving on.
Moving on, please. And then
Moving on to David's girlfriend. What was her name?
everybody already knows. I'm not gonna say it.
Josephus.
Well, okay, give him initials.
EL. Because I was like not
Moving
even
on to his
safe.
next.
My next.
girlfriend.
I never got a girlfriend. There was no next.
Is that true?
That is true.
Okay. We got Mr. Honest Boy in the
No, I
house.
swear, I never got another.
No, I wasn't being sarcastic. So now that you are living the life of David Joanno in Hawaii, what do you plan to do with all of this? All of this intelligence you've gained, all of this knowledge, all of these skills, all of the experiences you've gathered from Colorado to McGregor in California to Hawaii. I don't start beef. Beef starts with me.
But then after that, it was just like I was chilling.
We're chill. We're all chilling.
Like,
How about you, Hagen? We're gonna get you on the mic.
like
I'm chilling.
I'm not gonna like
Chilling?
say like
Alright.
love life, but like
I mean, I love my life, but
this,
I don't-
like that slope. Well, it was looking good for a minute, and then like now it's like that.
there's something called the plateau.
That's when Caleb walked in. Everything changed.
Dang. Okay, let's talk about Caleb. Well, how do you say his name? Bo?
Caleb Bame.
Damn.
It's not Bohm. You've
Bohm.
known him longer than I have.
I'm joking. Chill. Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna put punching sound effects. I'm gonna black out the screen so it sounds like you beat me up. All right. Speaking of Caleb Beam, David is madly in love with Caleb Beam.
That's my boy right there.
Madly.
Me and Caleb Bame are big boys.
He's.
I'm madly in love with my surfboard.
Let's be mature about this.
What's her name?
David
I forgot her
has
name.
invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of care into Caleb Beam. And what is he planning on doing with that?
He gives me rides.
Oh, wait, he drives? Or is
No,
it?
but his sister does.
Oh,
Taryn, she gives me rides. Like
so Taryn, you hear this?
she drove me to like Elmore like 2 days ago.
Taryn, you hear this? David is using you for rides. Well, he's using
No.
your brother to get to you to
No,
get
but
to
like
rides.
no, but like I like Caleb. That's why. So it's like we're like friends, and then we decided to go places. So me and Caleb are actually using Taryn for rides more than I'm using Caleb for rides. It's like me and Caleb are collectively as a group.
Oh, so it's like a double
But
team.
I do appreciate it. The ride. Podcast.
Okay, so moving on from David's love life, let's get into New Year's resolutions. The New Year's is today.
Well, I
What-
took on. I actually I don't believe in. I think New Year's resolutions are stupid because
Start now.
start now. Exactly. Like
Yeah,
like why
now
wait
is
till the
New Year's, so I mean,
But like if you don't
Everything already.
like if you wanted, unless you like come up with it on. But when people are in like September talking about like, oh I'm gonna do this. I'll start this in the new year. Like no, start in
I
September.
don't think anybody thinks like
No,
in September,
I've
like-
literally talked to people and they've said like,
Name one.
oh,
Name
I'm
one.
gonna. It was my mom. She was like, oh, I'm gonna start doing this and I'll do it. It'll be my New Year's resolution. And it was like September or something like that. And I've heard people on Instagram videos like talking about like, oh,
Instagram
it'll be my New
videos.
Year's
Very
resolution. But that was in
accurate.
like the middle of December. So
So this podcast is pretty bad. Not
No,
gonna
it's
lie.
not. I'm an interesting person.
We're gonna get deeper into David's life.
You've said that 16 times.
So, David, do you consider yourself a progressive person, meaning that you have progressed a lot in your life within the recent years? Like you're definitely progressing a lot.
I've progressed in the past year
Year?
since May.
May I know more information?
Yes. That's when I became a Christian.
In May?
In May. Well, I started I like a real Christian. Like I took it seriously. Like I always knew God existed.
So
but I never even-
wait, let's back a bit. So Christian, I mean
Yes.
that's a name, but like what does that mean to you? Because it's a title, but
to me that's
to most people it
to
means you go to
somebody-
church.
No, to me that means that I accepted Jesus as like my savior and he's like control of my life.
Controlling.
Like I gave him my life completely, so it's like whatever he wants is like done with my life, and you feel me. I like he's my God now. You feel me? Like he's always been God, but like I never always accepted him as mine.
76 South.
If you're still watching this, I
I love you.
personally love you as like.
The battery's gonna
More than
die. We
human
need to
being.
close this out.
So let's talk about some like good subjects now.
All right, closing it out.
Do you guys like ever just like?
We'll close out with a banger.
Girl like peeing in the toilet.
Yeah, sometimes. Closing
Dude,
it out with
okay,
a
at
bang.
nighttime when you need to pee at nighttime, you never stand up.
I don't stand
Actually,
up because my balance is off from
I
laying
used to
down.
pee all over the shower
That's so
wall.
true. Yo, this
This is why the podcast isn't interesting because we get sidetracked.
I think it's pretty
In fact, we have to
interesting.
connect.
I think it's interesting.
We have to connect
Dude, you're
with the
only one who
people.
doesn't think it's interesting.
Well, I'm thinking if I was watching this, I would not want to. I would not want to like stay on. Like it has to be so
you're the
interesting.
one who's talking.
You're the only one, David.
You're interrupting us.
Because you're talking about peeing on the shower
Well, then
wall.
Talk about something
And
interesting.
now I'm
Talk
me
about something
myself
interesting.
Have gotten stuck in
Talk about something
conversation.
interesting.
Something
Go.
interesting. Tate, I'm not making any accusations, but I've never seen Tate talk to a girl.
That's probably true.
That's accurate.
And like yeah, that's
I
probably
have
true.
seen him talk to a lot of guys. Though.
Like where this is going.
I mean, what are we phrasing talk to as like
Talking to as showing interest. I've never seen you show interest in a girl before ever. Are you gay or are you straight?
No, I'm not gay.
That's his priority.
Obviously,
I am
he's
not
not
gay.
great.
That's his priority.
I have extremely
He's not
high
gay.
standards.
He has extremely high standards and priorities.
School you're at.
No, I have extremely high standards, not because I can get somebody with who meets those standards, but because I set the bar high for myself, so I don't settle for anything less.
I settled for less
He's been trying to slide into
before I was a
Summer
Christian.
Rae's,
Once I became a Christian, my
At
standards
Summer Rae,
changed.
Yeah. I thought it was in the 60s.
you can die in a fridge because you'd be chilling for life.
No, because what if the fridge dies?
Sorry, that's my pickup line.
Anyways,
Ring ring, that's my pickup line.
Yeah, you-
I'm gonna tell a story about today.
Oh,
Today
let's-
we went
let's say
to
pick-
today. I'm gonna tell a story about
Okay,
today. Today we
okay.
went to the beach. We went somewhere on the west side. It's like a secret spot. Nobody can know.
Mm-hmm. Juicy bowls, that's what we call it, but you don't know where that is.
Hagen. It's called Juicy Bowls, and usually it's like a really bad, like there's no waves. But then once there's a nice northwest swell, it gets
gnarly.
it gets
pretty
massive on the other side, and it's like the ocean. It just folds over itself, and we call that a wave.
You know what else folds over itself?
Time.
Paper towels. Time to wrap things up.
We have a
Tanner's here.
Oh, what's up, Tanner?